Hi, my name is Scott Alessio. My philosophy of education will be to use differential instruction to incorporate as many of the multiple intelligences into my each lesson plan as possible so I can increase my students' overall achievement level. I will act as a coach, so this way my students will have ownership over not only the classroom, but their education. In order to measure if my students are acquiring the 21st century skills that I feel are necessary to survive in this global economy, I will use formative assessments. By using a formative assessments, I will be able to adjust my curriculum so this way my students will master the subject at hand. What I feel a successful classroom management plan does is, first, it is student-centered. Second, students can take ownership of it. It will create a positive learning environment that is flexible enough to support the diversity of the students within the classroom. My students will be held to a high level of accountability, so this way they take ownership again of the classroom and of their education. The model I recommend we use is the flipped classroom model. This model transfers responsibility and ownership for learning from the teacher to the student. The teacher becomes a facilitator of learning and allows for more time for individual and personalized instructions within the classroom. Our students become more active users of information and will acquire more peer problem solving and coordination skills because they get to interact within the classroom instead of spending time listening to lectures. The students will become more self-directed in learning, and the technology in this classroom will not only be used to engage the students, but they would also be used for them to communicate with each other and to solve problems. One of the main focuses of a flipped classroom is for everyone to have their needs met. The role of students is very important in the learning process, for if the student doesn't take ownership of his learning, it becomes very hard to instill in them that learning is important. So, as far as I'm concerned, students must play an important role. They must take ownership of their education. Building an inclusive professional learning community within the school is also very important. I feel we can do this by having a strong teacher leadership program that will help promote and develop the 21st century skills for the teachers, so this way they can teach the students the 21st century skills they need. By having a very strong teacher leadership program within the school, it will enable our teachers to go and collaborate with their peers when they have problems or have questions. What you can expect to see when you enter my classroom is students actively engaged in classroom activities. Groups of students collaborating together to solve real-life, real-world problems. You will also see the use of technology throughout the classroom. Not only will the students be using technology at home, like we do in the flipped classrooms to view lectures and the other multimedia things, they will also be using technology in the classroom to solve problems and to communicate with each other and peers throughout the world. Thank you.